The harder you try to control life, the worse it feels. Anxiety feels like something you need to control. So you think more, plan more, try harder. But the more you do, the worse it gets. Because you're trying to control what was never in your hands, the future, other people, the outcome. And the tighter you grip, the more tension you create. Like trying to calm water by force, it only creates more ripples. So you try even harder and get stuck in a loop. Not of anxiety, but of resistance. Have you ever watched a river flow? Think about it for a moment. The river never worries about whether it will reach the ocean. It doesn't lie awake at night, anxious about the rocks in its path or the twists and turns ahead. It simply flows. So why do we? There's an ancient Taoist story about a farmer who couldn't sleep. Night after night he would toss and turn, worrying about the rain. What if it doesn't rain? My crops will die. What if it rains too much? My crops will drown. One night, a wise sage passed by and heard the farmer's complaints. The sage smiled and said, "You are not the sky. You are not the clouds. Let them do their job, and you do yours." This is the essence of what we're exploring today. In Taoist philosophy, anxiety isn't seen as a disorder or a weakness. It's simply what happens when we resist the natural flow of life. When we try to control what cannot be controlled. The river teaches us something profound. Peace comes not from controlling everything, but from flowing with what is. Now, let me introduce you to one of the most powerful concepts in Taoist philosophy, Wu Wei. Wu Wei translates to effortless action or non-forcing. But don't mistake this for doing nothing. Wu Wei is about doing, but without struggle, without resistance. Think about this. When you're anxious, what are you really doing? You're trying. You're trying so hard to control the outcome, to prevent something bad from happening, to make sure everything goes perfectly. You're gripping life with a tight fist. But here's what the Taoists understood thousands of years ago. The tighter you grip, the less you actually hold. Try this right now. Make a tight fist. Clench it as hard as you can. Feel that tension? That's anxiety. Now, slowly open your palm. Let it relax. That's Wu Wei. The open palm can receive. The tight fist can only push away. There's a passage in the Tao Te Ching that says, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." The sun rises without effort. The seasons change without forcing. Seeds grow without anxiety. Everything in nature operates on Wu Wei, effortless action. And you? You are nature too. Let me tell you about bamboo. When a storm comes, and storms always come, the bamboo doesn't resist. It doesn't stand rigid and fight against the wind. It bends, it sways, it flows with the force, not against it. And because it bends, it doesn't break. Now think about the oak tree, strong, mighty, rigid. When the same storm hits, the oak tree stands firm, resists with all its strength, and sometimes it snaps. This is what anxiety does to us. It makes us rigid. We brace against our worries. We tense up. We resist. No, I can't let this happen. I won't accept this thought. I must control this feeling. But what if, instead of resisting your anxious thoughts, you let them pass through you like wind through bamboo? Here's a practice. The next time an anxious thought arrives, don't fight it. Don't try to push it away. Just notice it. Ah, there's a worried thought about tomorrow. Watch it the way you'd watch a cloud passing through the sky. You don't grab onto clouds, you don't fight them. You simply watch them drift by. The bamboo survives because it yields. And yielding in Taoism is not weakness, It's the highest wisdom. Thank you for listening. May you find your stillness in the chaos, your clarity in the confusion, and your flow in all that you do. Follow for more.